On this week's edition of Tutorial Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to backfill your piece with pitch and reset it into the bowl, getting it ready for the final chasing process. After the last tutorial, I've removed my piece from the pitch, annealed it, pickled it, turned the edges over to get it ready for this process. Lay the metal flat and level and heat it with a torch. Make sure your piece is dry before starting to backfill it. I like to take a pitch chunk and press it against the warm metal, letting it melt into place. Smear the pitch around, making sure that it gets into all the little crevices and nooks and crannies. Once you've got a fairly even coating, you can smush the pitch down to speed up the process. The goal here is to create a nice level surface filled with pitch so that when you mount it back in your bowl, you won't have any air pockets trapped underneath your relief. Keep adding pitch and moving it around until the void is completely filled. It's okay if there's a little bit of excess pitch, you just don't want to leave any depressions. You can tell when the pitch is getting a little bit too warm when a bunch of small bubbles form in a kind of sizzling action. Once the void is completely filled, let the piece cool until you can tilt it on its side without the pitch running out. While letting the other piece cool, I like to warm up my pitch bowl to get it ready to mount the piece in place. Try not to overheat the pitch and create air bubbles. I let my piece sit for about 5 minutes and you can see how the pitch is solidified. Now that your bowl is warm and nice and level, roll the piece into place, making sure not to trap any air bubbles underneath. How much chasing I'll be doing on the piece will determine how deep I mount it into the pitch. As a rule of thumb, I like to mount my piece deeper than I think I need to because I never like to have my piece pop out of the pitch when I'm halfway through. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Tutorial Tuesday. I hope you've enjoyed. Next week we'll be back to where we start the final chasing process.